Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? You already know it's Tuesday night, so it's time to get it back on and talk about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And you already know the only one we can bring back to talk about it is the man with more reactions than Reebok. He's got more faces than Neve. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, the one, the only Phantom D Saint. What's up, brother?
Hey everyone, Phantom DC here. We have been saying it for like what, 3 to 4 weeks. He is not our Captain America. This episode proves it. Look, if you can see my profile pic right now, these two here, they are Captain Americas, damn it.
Not my cap, and you're gonna hear it a lot through here. That's pretty much the only way. You'll hear me use his Christian name every now and then, but mainly it's just gonna be referred to as not my cap, because he is not my Captain America. I just can't. I can't with him. I just can't with him. And you already know we're gonna get into it. But last week we ended with Ao telling Bucky she's here for Zemo, and that was such a sweet ending. But this week we get a cold open with a flashback from Wakanda. Wakanda forever, 6 years ago. Ao took Bucky way out from everybody else to test if he was truly free from being the Winter Soldier. And at first I was like, she's pretty brave to be out there by herself. But then I'm thinking, like, what has she got to worry about? If she's the one repeating the line, she's going to be the one that he complies with, right?
Exactly. That being one of the members of the Dora Milaje, it's like she can handle herself, damn it.
She's not worried about it. And as we see a little bit later, she has a few tricks of her own just in case he decides to step out of line. Like, she's got that. I was like, what? But I still think, like I said last breakdown, that there was definitely a little complying going on after the tears had stopped. I'm still shipping Bucky and Ao. What do you think about it?
You're still shipping them? You really think there's like it could happen. Who knows? Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if it does. But hey, if so, you called it from like what, last week? Because I didn't expect it.
I'm telling you, she had a little sachet to them hips when she was walking away. She didn't just stomp away like a mad warrior. She was sashaying them hips. I was like, oh, snap. I was like, there's a little something. And she looked back to make sure he was watching. I was like, come on, there's a little something there. What's up? I see Celebrity Bikini out there. Christian Oles, welcome, welcome. Good to see you back. Hope you guys are all watching The Winter Soldier and enjoying it as much as we are. But Ao broke it down. Bucky tried to say he understood, but she was quick to shoot that down. She's like very little, if anything at all, about our loss. And I was like, okay, that's real. King T'Chaka chose the Dora Milaje personally, and closer to home specifically chose Ao to protect him. So you know that has to be devastating.
It sure is. Just like, okay, we pretty much helped you with your whole Winter Soldier problem. And then now we see you pretty much breaking out Zemo, even though he said I didn't technically break him out. But he's a means to an end. But at what point?
Exactly. How much is it worth it? But she's like 8 hours White Wolf, then we come for him. And like I said, I still think she looked like kind of half hurt, half disgusted with Bucky. I was like, she didn't have to give him any time at all. So like I said, I think that was out of love and respect. Like I said, she was shaking them hips pretty hard when she walked away, and she definitely looked over his shoulder to make sure he was watching. But Bucky heads back in and tells Sam and Zemo that they're on borrowed time, and Zemo thanks him for sticking up for him, and Sam's all, shut up, Zemo. Nobody's talking and sticking up for you. And he's like, you shot Nagel. And that was pretty funny how Zemo just kind of tries to fluff it over, like, do we really have to litigate what may or may not have happened back there? I was like, murder's no big deal, right? I was like, I don't know, that was messed up. Like, he chatted, he died, like, oh, when we chatted, he died while crying over spilled milk. I was like, he's a complete psychopath.
You think? It's people praise Zemo now. Does the end justify the means, though? Like, come on, now. But at the same time, it's like, do you really want this guy to be walking around, the one who pretty much has, replicated the super soldier serum?
Oh, that was crazy. I know, and we're kind of like half in, half out, like he's going to take it, but you were pretty staunch on it. You're like, no, he'd be the biggest hypocrite in the world. If he had a chance, there's no way he takes it. And we see you got proved right. So that was pretty great.
Because if he took it, it's like, wait a minute. For ages, you keep on saying that the super soldier serum is pretty much against your whole thing. In Civil War, he pretty much killed all the super soldiers. He didn't even take at least one of them underneath his wing at all. This season, almost every episode keeps on saying, you take it, you're against pretty much society. So if you end up taking it, then like, what's the whole point of every single episode? You're pretty much gun-ho against it.
That's true. Absolutely. You can't be coming up here with that hypocritical stuff. We won't believe you anymore. What's up? We got the dragon in the chat. What's up, JD? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. But yeah, Zemo seems to have a pretty clear picture of what needs to happen. Like Sam and Bucky are the ones that are clouded. Like Zemo says, like you're seeing something that isn't there. Like, is this just showing the juxtaposition of basically Zemo being like an any means necessary psychopath, and like Sam and Bucky having more of a hero's mentality? Like, if so, like Carly is killing people at this point. I mean, that kind of makes it seem like Zemo's more in the right of it.
It kind of is.
I mean,
same thing. Like Zemo is killing people too. Like the only people not killing anyone is Sam and Bucky right now.
But Zemo's killing people who are killing people and harming the world, basically. And I mean, like I said, like he's saying, you think you're going to be able to talk Carly down? You're not. It's going to come down to you or her situation. It just seems like Zemo's got the cut and dry of it. Yeah, he's a psychopath, but I think on this one, he might have more the right of it.
Two wrongs don't make a right. This is just like Killmonger. I think one time I had a discussion with someone saying, oh, Killmonger did nothing wrong. But then I'm like, wait a minute. In like one of the first scenes, he pretty much, killed that one chick. Granted, I think it was kind of her plan when they was in that museum and she was like drinking that coffee and she collapsed. I'm like, yo, this guy's evil.
Exactly. The ends don't always justify the means. And then Bucky's kind of with you. Bucky asks, like, what if Zemo's wrong? Like, the serum didn't turn Steve into a supremacist. And Zemo's like, touche, but there was only one Steve Rogers. But I'm like, well, what are you saying then? Because there's really only been a handful of super soldiers to ever even make it through the transition. So I think Zemo's resolution is based on a pretty small sample size.
Well, there's Isaiah, but no, the world doesn't know about Isaiah at all.
Right.
And two, it goes back to the first ever, the movie of Captain America, First Avenger, where that scientist was like, it's what's in here. It's your heart. It makes the good better, the bad worse. And people have been taking it and haven't been as good as our boy Steven Rogers.
Celebrity Bikini out here talking about he already took it. You think there's an even slightest chance that Zemo already had a little bit of the perfected serum in him, and that's why he's so good at fighting? That's why he's so quick and nimble? He just hasn't shown it all yet?
No. It's just like when you watch the Avatar, The Last Airbender. You see when, Uncle Iroh went to prison, he did those push-ups and all that stuff. Same thing with Zemo. After he was in prison, he started doing push-ups and all that stuff. He wasn't just playing chess by himself, reading books. He was ready for the opportune moment. When he escapes, he's going to be fighting.
Just not even a little bit of that enhancement going on, huh? Like just using it as the, basically the excuse is like, I need it. Like, I need this evil to take out evil type of thing.
Exactly.
So then we get a story from Sam where he tells us about these things known as funerals. I was like, when my Aunt Titi died, everybody from the neighborhood got together and celebrated her life. I was like, maybe they do that here. I'm like, yeah, Sam, it's called a funeral. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're done all over the world. That one just, that took me out of it kind of.
It took me out of it when he was saying Titi, and then whatchamacallit, Bucky was like, Titi? He's like, yeah, Titi. Oh my God. Even Zemo was like, well, you hope you're Titi. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Yeah, that whole scene was just crazy. I was like, what? Yeah, that was some weird writing. But like I said, it got some smiles out. And then when the news comes out about the bombings, like none of the other flag smashers seem to be too happy with Carly at this point about it. Like they were kind of looking at her whole crew was giving her the side eye, basically.
Mm-hmm. But then within this episode, not so much though. As opposed to that previous episode, that one guy gave her the side eye, but then this episode, sorta. Well, at least in the beginning, I didn't notice.
Yeah, it kind of wavering. I think he might be on the fence because he kind of seems he has given her a couple side eyes, like the dude with the longer hair. But our crew shows up to the camp, and Doña Madonna passed in, and it gets they basically get the exact treatment you'd expect. Everybody but Zemo, who comes in all stranger danger, singing fucking children's songs and offering them candy. I was like, that's crazy. Like, why would any of the adults of this camp let that happen?
I said the same thing. I'm like, you see a freaking man come around with some candy, offering some kids. I'm like, hold up. I don't care if it's Turkish delight or not.
Right? I'm saying, stranger danger. But Sam runs into an adult and gets basically schooled real quick on how the real world actually views him. Like, even being an Avenger, man, these displaced people are not feeling him. Like, Sam, it seems like nobody's feeling Sam.
Nope, because remember, the Avengers pretty much, with the whole second snap, brought them pretty much out of the whole, like, no borders thing.
That's
So
true.
they pretty much dislike the Avengers. And with this point, I would be surprised if you get that within another TV series or even movie where people are just like against the Avengers because of what they did.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not everybody's happy with what they did at all.
Honestly, it seems like that because Wanda, it came with that whole I forgot what was it Westbury or Westview? We got the name of that town, and now we learn some people are like against the Avengers because of the whole blimp situation. And then I know the Spider-Man movie, I think people might be against Spider-Man or something, the way how whatchamacallit, Far From Home went down. I don't want to spoil Far From Home if people didn't see that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a big one at the end. But one thing I've noticed about this crew is our trio does not lie to each other. Like, they've all been extremely straightforward. Even Zemo, I kind of stood out to me this episode. I was like, even like when Bucky came back last episode, he told him exactly what was going on. I mean, Zemo, he doesn't give him all the information, but he does tell him that he has the information. Like, it's almost weird how truthful they are with each other.
Hey, can't put all your cards out on the table. And that was really a smart play, though, because if he's pretty much telling them everything, at one point, boom, they could just put him back in jail. But no, he's telling him just a few things just to keep him.
And the things that he's saying are truthful. So that way, I mean, they're still believing him and thinking he's on their side. So he's kind of earning their trust a little bit with it. So it's, I mean, pretty smart all the way around, I think.
And then when he gets that opportune moment, stinks away.
I agree, Celebrity Bikini. All these people that giving Sam no love, I was like, yeah, just go save the world yourself next time. I was like, man, war has casualties. There's always going to be that. But yeah, that's ruthless, man. I was like, you guys should show this man some love. Like, he's put his life on the line. How many times for you people? Let's go. Zemo doesn't want any super soldiers, and so he's going to use what he is, and the truth will help. That's true. The truth shall set you free. Absolutely. But Zemo's being a little too laid back and easy going, knowing that the Dora are just like minutes away from introducing themselves to him. I was like, how is he so calm knowing the Dora Milaje is on his tail?
I don't know. He probably has a good poker face, because if it was me, I'd been like, I don't know. I would tread lightly, know all my exits and everything, which he pretty much does, because they're pretty much hiding out a place that he knows. So, which is good.
Yeah. Oh, like I said last episode, Zemo's the one that's been running this thing from Jump Street. And the Sam and Winter Soldier are not in charge. He's got him right by the nose, leading him right where he wants him to go. But yeah, absolutely, collateral damage is going to happen in any war, and I just think people should just chill. I mean, I can't believe there's so much hate and no love for Sam. I mean, he's the Falcon, people. But Nico seemed to be the one flag smasher that didn't resent Carly for doing what she did, and I don't know, is this just the saddest case of being friend zoned ever, or is like this guy just has to be the catalyst for something awful to happen later? Like, especially after that, like, I idolized Captain America's speech. Like, this guy's doomed, right?
Even before that, what he said something about his father or something in World War II. He's like, oh, if you don't, what you're doing, you don't feel like it's right, it's probably right or something. I'm just like, what? I don't know about this, man. Then he's like idolizing Captain America. And he's like, oh, I don't think I've seen any other Captain America until I met you. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, man.
Right? It's like, I don't know about that. Oh, Celebrity Bikini says he has a theory. Can't wait to hear that one. Can't wait to hear it. Let us know what's going to happen, because it sounds like we got some things coming up in this next episode. Sounds like there's going to be a real big cameo, and yeah, we'll get into that here in a little bit too. But this is just crazy. Sam and Carly have like very different visions on how things should be dealt with, but at heart, it kind of seems like they feel the same way about more than either one of them would like to admit, especially about both thinking that the shield should just be destroyed.
How many times they mention that the shield should be destroyed in this damn series? I think Sam said it first, right? Like an episode ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now in this one, she's saying it should be destroyed. And now I'm worried about the shield now.
But how do you even destroy it? It's vibranium. How do you destroy it?
Take it to Wakanda. That's your answer.
Oh, the Dora Milaje may have to do it. Already mentioned it. I think he's the power broker and has taken the serum. Ah, there you go. Yep, he thinks Zemo has taken that serum and he is really the power broker. I don't know. He could be doing it. It would make sense. They could fit that in for sure. Oh, no, he said, if you have fear of what you're doing, you're probably on the right track. Absolutely. If it don't feel right, you're probably doing something right. Absolutely. Feel the break. Oh, you know, Zemo's got hella dance moves. My man was killing it last episode. But Carly and Nico grabbed the serum for where it was hid, and they're off to change the world. But first, we have to go pay our respects to Monia Danya. And I'm still like, why am I supposed to care so much about this Monia Danya person? Like, she has to be a storyline that just got dropped, no?
Repeat that again.
The Mama Danya character that they keep talking about. Like, they go grab the serum. They're walking around the freaking place with this in a fanny pack. Like, they have some serious business to get handled. But we're going to go stop our respects to Mama Danya first. Like, who is this Mama Danya person, and why am I supposed to care so much? It has to be a storyline that got dropped.
No, it pretty much they needed a reason just to get Carly, you know, calm, cool, and collect, and they pretty much create this Mama Danya thing, so that her and Sam can have that conversation. That's the only reason why they had that Mama Danya character. She pretty much was just raising the kids. That pretty much turned out to be the whole the Red Hand group. I always keep forgetting their name.
Yeah, the
Flag Snack Snatchers. There we go. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she's actually a pretty decent. Like, she's not a huge actor, but she's a fairly known known actress. And like, she has no lines. She just lays there, like, and then they keep talking about her. I mean, I've heard like old boy on the thing. He was saying that he thinks like this whole storyline might have got rewrit. Like, maybe it was about basically this virus that got out across the world and was killing people, and that's why, like, when Bucky first jumped in there and met Carly, it was medicine and serum and vaccines that he saw. So they think they were already on this whole track, and then once the real thing hit in the real world, they kind of did some rewriting and switched it all up. And I think he might be onto something, because, like I said, I really feel like this whole Mama Donya character probably had a real big story arc and just got dropped with a rewrite or something, because it really just feels like a storyline they didn't finish or didn't go through with.
Or people just want to get money and just lay there. Ain't that the easiest thing about it? Just laying down, pretend you're dead, and boom, you get money.
Just absolutely Jon Snow it and get paid all those millions for just laying there on a table for 3 episodes.
And since millions of people are watching this show, which is like one of the #1 shows right now, don't even like know that actress, even though she's well known. More publicity now. Now people can look on IMDb like, who the hell is Mama Donya character? What's the actress? Boom, more exposure.
It could be. You think the power broker has to be a character we've already met?
It should be. They want that shock value. Let it be a character we already know. If not, then it's like, oh, okay, just a brand new character, just like Mama Donya.
Just bring out these names that nobody cares. Like, why should we care about that? That's so insane. But I love how Not My Cap comes marching down the stairs, barking orders. Like, none of the heroes are impressed. It's like, you came up with air biscuits. Now you think you're going to come and like mess up and rain on our parade? It's like, eat feet, homie. Nobody's listening to you.
No one truly is. Like, no one's respecting him. He must like, oh, I'm Captain America. I'm Captain America. It's like, no, you're not.
It's not my cap. And again, it's Not My Cap is like foaming at the mouth and like raining on everybody's parade. Battlestar starts to kind of see the light, and he's like, wait a minute, John. He's like, their plan might actually could work. Like, I don't know, showing once again that they just absolutely gave the shield to the wrong man.
Honestly, I've been okay if they gave the shield to him. He was literally the most level-headed individual in this entire episode. I'm like, really? Come on now.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to say. I was like, this is just crazy. And again, New Cap was like, he's nowhere with his ideas. Sam and Bucky are getting it done. So why are you here mucking up their plans? Just sit back and let the big dogs handle it.
Then hell, you can just like reap the benefits, say like, oh, I actually did it. It wasn't really them. Boom.
Yeah, they're not going to be out there in front of the press and like talking to people. Like, you can go take all the glory. Just let them get the job done. But we see Not My Cap growing more uneasy by the second. Now he's trying to play mind games with Bucky because Sam's in there trying to talk Carly down. He's like, "You really want your blood on his hands?" And again, we were doing just fine without you. You can happily just take all the seats right about now.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, like, no, just when Sam's actually seems like he's actually getting through to Carly, Captain Dipshit comes busting in to ruin the day. It's just like, we kind of had to know that was going to happen.
He was just impatient. He said 10 minutes. Didn't even last 10 minutes. And even tough Zemo. And the moment they left, boom, Zemo escapes.
Oh, he was just waiting for it. Zemo's just playing him all along, too. He's like, oh, kind of overzealous, don't you think? He's like, oh, but I understand. Like, I get it. Not trying to upset you. Like, he's even playing Cap. Like, Zemo, like I said, from start to finish, he's the true ringleader going on. And can I just say, for 106 years old, Bucky is one nimble and spry guy. Like, he was flowing up and down them stairs.
I'm telling you, the super soldier serum does wonders, man.
Oh, keep you nimble, keep you going. And instead of a fight, Not My Cap reminds us, like, he's all about the guns and just shoots a fleeing Carly in the gut. And, like, is that shot what made the fanny pack open and split the vials everywhere? I'm like, fanny packs are a little more solid than that. Like, she just stopped.
What fanny packs do you have?
None, obviously. That's probably why. But I was like, really? Like, she just stopped cold and just the momentum just made the fanny pack fly open and fly everywhere?
I believe we needed them destroyed someplace, somehow, some way, somehow. And the moment they showed us in this episode of the serum, I'm like, okay, they're going to be destroyed this episode. Someone's going to get one this episode or what? They pretty much both for both, 2 for 2.
Absolutely. And what was up with why would the new captain just let Carly go like that? Like, she was the mission. He had her pinned down, basically trapped, and then he was just so enamored with getting one of those vials that, like, all of a sudden she's just obsolete. Like, he doesn't even see her and she can just get up and run away. I thought that was kind of crazy.
I'm telling you, since that second episode, the moment he heard super soldiers, he's like, if only I can become one of them now.
Yeah, the second he knew it was a possibility, he's been on a one-track mind. But Carly gives a little speech about how she thought they were the chosen, and seeing her shot and knowing that the power broker's coming, I could see Captain Seva basically stand by her side. Why would, basically Nico, I can see him staying by her side, but it seems like the other people or the other flag smashers are starting to kind of look to distance themselves a little bit. Like, are they really going to, like, stick together to the end, or do you think she's going to start losing some of her people when they start seeing some of the stuff she's doing, and now she's getting shot and she's not so invincible? Like, how's that going to play out?
The first straw was the whole, what was the previous episode when she blew up that building. And now it's going to be this episode. So it's like, if they don't stick around after what pretty much happened to Nico here, then it's like, okay, they ride or die.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to find out and see if they stick or stay. Captain America without the serum is just a dude in a suit. I love that. Zemo and Loki would make a great duo with their own show. Yeah, that'd be pretty tight. A couple geniuses just getting after it. That would be terrifying. That would just
actually, no. He's not just a dude in a suit. He's America's ass.
That is America's ass. Not my Cap. But Zemo's impressed on, like, how fast Sam answers when he asked if he would take the serum if it was offered. And I think he respects Sam as a normal man just trying to do what's right. And he actually sounded sympathetic when, like, trying to relay the fact that Sam sooner or later is going to have to kill Carly.
Probably. And then from the conversation that they were having, it seems like Zemo might end up killing Bucky. Because he keeps on saying that everyone who has the serum goes down this dark path, and he's pretty much killing the person who created the serum. He's going to pretty much try to kill almost everyone like Carly who has the serum. At one point, he's going to turn and look at Bucky, and Bucky just may end up being dead.
I'm telling you, I mean, Sam asked him straight up. He's like, if that's really how you feel, then what about Bucky? And Zemo never answered him. So he just might, I mean, he's got to be planning on killing Bucky too.
Mm-hmm.
He wants all super soldiers gone.
And it's sad because Bucky was manipulated. It really wasn't like he took the serum and he went down this dark path.
You had to love, though, how, like, after screwing everything up, Not My Cap has the nerve to just bust in like he's still running thing. Sam's like, he breaks out the best line of the season. He's like, let's be clear, shield or no shield, the only thing you running up in here is your mouth. I was like, yes. That was so sweet.
That's probably my second favorite line in this episode. First one is another one we're about to talk about.
Feel it. And then since we get the best line of the season, in my opinion, we might as well follow it up with the best scene of the season. Enter the Dora Milaje. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, he so had that ass whooping coming after talking all that smack to Sam like that. Like, was he really trying to fight him? I was like, this is the Falcon on his own show. Just the lack of disrespect, the lack of respect.
There just isn't any respect. It's back and forth. He's like catching like no breaks from the first episode with not getting alone till now.
Right? It's just ridiculous. Oh, he'll try. Bucky's a thug. Oh, Bucky's a gangster. But once that ass whooping commences, like Sam tells Buck, like, we should do something. So the thing Bucky decides to do is give John an old attaboy. Oh, it was so sweet. He's just getting handled and he gives him an attaboy. That was so great. And then Zemo, of course, uses this time to get away. And I'm like, wow, the Dora Milaje must have just been bored waiting for a little extra training session to just let Zemo slip away like that.
It was just crazy, that whole scene. Just seeing them in action, being the crap out of pretty much everyone. They were just owning that scene. I'm like, really? Damn.
That was fantastic. Reminding us just about what the Dora Milaje is really all about. You do not mess with the Dora Milaje. It's like, we're in charge of everywhere we find our place to be. Thank you very much. We don't give
a line of the entire episode. Maybe even the series.
The Dora Milaje's jurisdiction is wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves. I was like, to be. I was like, yeah, they were about it. They reminded us just how sick they were. I mean, that spear throw that pinned Cap shield to the table, that was just ridiculously dope.
And then she just took the shield and it was like, nah, just leave it. I'm like, wow, she wanted to keep a souvenir, bring it back to Wakanda and be like, this is what I took from the wannabe Captain America.
Right? We let them know this is what we did. You know they be talking smack all the way home after every ass whooping. It's like, ooh, I saw you out there. It's like, oh, I saw you. Oh, my God. The only thing cooler than that freaking pin and cap shield with that thing was basically Ayo going chosen on Bucky and unlocking his arm like as it fell dead to the floor. I was like, oh shit. That was so sweet.
Like, you shouldn't be that surprised because, again, it came from Wakanda. You don't think that they know how to, like, detach that arm?
Oh, my God. That was like, Sam's like, did you know they could do that? He was like, no. He was so mad. That was so sweet. I was like, that was ridiculous. Like, this whole scene was just the best of the series to me.
And I can just see Sam is like, yo, send me that passcode. So, like, you can just joke around with Bucky later on. Just like the same thing, and it just detaches.
Oh, every time he just talks smack, just go chosen on him and, like, lock him up. That'd be so sweet. Oh, and then ending it, like you said, with that little kick flip taking the shield. Like, yep, she was about ready to take that trophy. She's like, nah, like, oh, that was ridiculous. That was so sweet. But the crew got a couple of wake-up calls. Like, Bucky didn't know that they could do that to him, and John is absolutely shattered after this. Like, he's just like, they weren't even super soldiers. Like, John Walker is pretty much the most decorated soldier on the planet. Like, how did he not know about the Dora Milaje and their pointy sticks?
I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh. I'm not sure if they even like had that much exposure really with Wakanda, even after like they kind of like, opened up their borders, whatever. But so I wouldn't fault him as much. But damn, he should have like at least looked up like some reports of like on the Avengers and stuff and been like, oh, who they've encountered and such. Just damn.
I mean, Wakanda, yeah, it was a secret for a real long time. People didn't even know it existed. So I guess you could see it. But yeah, it's just weird for like a decorated soldier like that to not know about other like amazing warriors out there. It's like, it seems like you'd want to know your competition. What's up? We got the one true David Adams stopping in to give a thumbs up. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Oh man, you got to get on that Winter Soldier. It is fun. This is a great show. I'm loving it so far. How about having to sign an autograph after taking an ass whooping like that? I mean, dude, how do you even sign it? I'd just be like, not today.
It's just like athletes when they lose a game or so. It's like how they have the strength just to continue to sign their autographs.
Yeah, I mean, I that's exactly what I thought about. It was right after that when I was writing that, and I was like, athletes have to do it after loss, but athletes, I mean, you win, you lose. This wasn't like a game. This was a straight up ass whooping. Like, he was so demoralized. I mean, maybe that helps, pick the ego back up, having to sign an autograph. But my God, yeah, I don't know if I could have done it. It would have been like, not today. But John can't get it out of his head about taking the serum after this, and Battlestar tells him everything he wants to hear. Like, we already know where this is heading, right?
Taking that damn serum. I kind of wish that they actually showed us on screen. They kind of off-screened it, because I would like to see that at one point where he like takes in the serum.
Yeah, because now they can give the big reveal, like that was just rage and madness, and like he was just upset as how he did all those weird things, but he actually never did take the serum. Like, wouldn't that be a weird flip?
Yep.
There's
the moment you see him going up against that one flag snatcher, and then he like bends the whole umpire, I'm like, whoa, this is new. And even Sam even looked at him. He's like, what did you do?
Oh, dude, even the flag snatcher was like, oh no. He knew instantly. He's like, that's it, game over. He's like, he's got the juice.
And what's up with the knives, though? Like, it caught on me when he instantly said that. He's like, what's up with the knives? I'm like, wait a minute. You guys pretty much have the super soldier serum, incredible strength. Why the hell are you using knives for?
I mean, I don't think they're Superman. I think their skin still cuts. I mean, like Carly got shot, and she's still shot and bleeding out. I think if you stab somebody with a knife, especially coming in with enough power, like super soldier or not, you still bleed.
But we never seen Bucky when he was Winter Soldier with a damn knife. He was always with his damn fists. So why the hell they got knives?
Well, that could have been a callback to like the original Captain America when he first got that shield or whatever. And he said something like it was bulletproof. And he's like, it's not like the bad guys are going to be coming after you with knives. So that could be kind of a little comparison like that, bring it back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know how they like to tie all that stuff in and bring all that stuff back. Like, even if that's not what it was meant for back then, they're going to tie it back in and make it seem, oh, we were thinking about that 15 years ago, son. We already had this plan. Believe that. So, yeah, I don't know. New Cap reminds me of a great college football player that goes to the pros and has recognized not everybody reveres you. Yep, absolutely. And that you're not that much better than everybody else, too. Absolutely. Everybody's got game in the pros.
And he was a football player, too, in high school, was it?
I believe so. Yeah, he was. Absolutely. Because his girl used to come in there and get it on, and that's why he said that's why they used to win so much. It's like, my man, at least he's got those smooth lines. It's like, there's some Captain America. He's got more game than original Cap. It's about the only thing he's got over him. But we hear about how John is not exactly proud of what went down for him to earn some of those medals that he received. And Battlestar makes note of how many lives could have been saved if they had only had the serum back then. And that just seems to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, it's just time to juice up at this point. I mean, at that point, can you, like, what he's been through and what he's seen, it's almost like you can't blame him for it. Like, he's trying, and at the base of it, he's trying to do the right thing, and he can't do it because he's outmatched. So he wants to be not outmatched. What do I need to do that so I can, make good prevail? Like, deep down, he's just trying to do it for the right reasons.
Yep. And what happened? See what you did near the end of the damn episode.
Oh, but first we have Carly make a huge mistake by messing with Sam's fam. And after threatening the kids, like, is there any redemption arc left for Carly, or does she just have to die now? Like, you can't be threatening children.
Exactly. There's one thing to call his sister up. But then near the end of the call, he's like, oh, if anything, I can always visit you by the boat. Then he brings up the nephews. I'm like, yo, like next time Sam's going to be on screen, he's going to be suited up this time. And what do you get? Literally in the next scene, him and both Bucky suit up.
You got to do it. Yeah, you do not mess. Expect you're going to call and talk smack on an Avengers family and threaten the Chidgens? Oh, no. No. There's going to be some repercussions after that. Yeah, so after threatening his family, did she really think Sam was going to show up by himself? Like, how naive is this girl? But Sharon calls Sam to let him know that Walker's on the move, and Sam and Bucky seem to be heading after him. Why does Carly do that flying body kick to Bucky to knock him to the ground? Like, they were about to leave her be. Like, what was that for?
Because, her real goal was to try to get them separated from John Walker. So the moment they found out where he was, pretty much that's why.
That's true. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to see Sam kick. Don't we all, Dragon? Don't we all? Yeah, absolutely, Jake. You're right. Old Cap took it. Why wouldn't new Cap take it? I mean, yeah, the way he sees it is like, I'm the new Cap. I should have the serum just like he did. Absolutely, but you ain't got the mentality for it, son. But yeah, that was crazy. Also, why were Sam and Bucky so worried about where the Not My Cap it was and what he was doing? Like, they already had Carly. Like, who cares what Captain Dipshit was doing? They already had her. So why were they going after him in the first place?
Be the bigger man. But then they realized what was the whole meeting for. It wasn't, trying to make terms and peace. It was just trying to get them away so they can end up killing him.
Yeah, I mean, I get Carly. She wanted to split and divide so they could kill the other Cap. Hey, what's up, Iron Tron? I see you out there. But sick Mark, I love that. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, I get why Carly wanted to keep them away to divide and conquer, but I don't understand why, if they had Carly, why they cared about what New Cap was doing. Like, why did they even go after him? That just didn't make a lot of sense to me. It's like, you got Carly. Isn't she the mission? Isn't she the one you want? What do you care what John Walker's doing? Why were they going after him? I didn't get that. But how did John Walker even get so many medals? Like, he is a terrible soldier from what I've seen. Like, they're breaking into the enemy's hideout, who they know are super soldiers, and he just leaves his front man, who has no super serum in him, and they're supposed to just, like, they're supposed to have each other's back, and he just stops on the stairs without telling them. Like, what do you think was going to happen?
Again, we don't know what he had to do to get those 3 medals. And then they talked about within that previous scene, like, if we had that serum, how many lives we could have saved. So, like, what mistakes did could have cost those lives? Or what did you have to do to cost you those lives?
Yeah, that's crazy. What's up, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. Welcome. Good to see you again. But yeah, it's like, how you're going up. First of all, you got the damn shield. Why aren't you in the front? And second of all, how are you going to let your front man go and then you just stop and let him keep going when he thinks you got his 6? Like, that is messed up. I couldn't believe that. I was like, you are a terrible soldier. How'd you get all the medals? You don't deserve them. That was messed up. But yeah, I was just like, man, you never leave your front man like that. That was screwed up. But it was sweet seeing how, even though the super soldiers are strong, like, they have no training. So basically, Bucky and even the new Cap just absolutely whacks them every time they try to stand up against him. Like, once they get somebody as strong as them, that's their only thing they have. They don't have any training, so they're just getting diced up.
Training? We don't need training.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they need training because, like I said, yeah, Bucky just makes short work of them, and even new Cap does. So once he gets as strong as him. But Sam's not the best fighter, but he is nice with those wings. Like, I love every time he gets in a fight and uses those wings. Like, dude, he is nice with that. Oh, JD says her foot medals cause he was the sole survivor of his unit. Yeah, I mean, him and Battlestar seem to be. Basically, sounds like everybody died on all their missions. So again, how great an actual soldier is he?
Yep, it was a terrible day.
What's that?
Well, from what JD said, yeah, because they mentioned, like, that was like his terrible day. He got medals for, like, most terrible day of his life.
Yeah. So Carly comes from the side to, like, basically take a shot at John, but Battlestar gets there just in time to tackle her sideways, and she just gets up miffed and gives him a shot that would have knocked Kong himself out. And basically, in an all too familiar Hollywood fashion, the black friend and sidekick is the first to be killed off. I was like, they really do keep it real in this show.
I thought he was going to survive a little bit longer, but nope, he died.
No, the black best friend, the black sidekick, always going to be the first to go. And John, like, knelt down and saw his friend is really dead, and, like, we see the change, instant, just rage flash through his eyes. Like, playtime is now officially over. Like, it's about to be on. And I get Walker being in shock, but why did Sam and Bucky let them all escape?
They were just in shock.
You think they were
that, or they just, like, knew what the hell was going to go down? So, like, you know what? Let's just step back real quick.
Oh, how do you get 3 very few people who get them survive earning them? Oh, how do you get 3 very few people who get them survive earning them? Yeah, exactly. Most people get the Medal of Honor or getting it placed on their casket. Exactly. So yeah, they must have done the dirty. I wonder if we'll get any more of that backstory before it comes down. But Walker looked, like, quite proud of him. Whoa. But yeah, when they went down, and of course Walker goes out and just gets way more Disney Plus than I would ever think would happen on Disney Plus. I was like, oh my god, like this is Disney. Like that was crazy. And afterwards, like Walker looked quite proud of himself after killing Nico. But then as he looks around and notices all the like cell phones filming, he looked a little concerned for a second, but then instantly looked to like he was looking pretty content with it all after that. Like, yeah, that's right. I was finally able to take one of these bastards down. Like he was almost smirking at the cameras at the end.
I gotta rewatch this episode because you're saying he looked a bit concerned. At no point to me, he looked like he was concerned. He was happy on what the hell he just did. One of his friends just died. He was trying to chase after one. And he was like, you know what? One of mine just went down. F it. One of yours is gonna go down, Carly, and you're gonna be next. And literally, she was even there to begin with, watching the whole thing. So just like we was talking about earlier, it's like if they don't defect after watching that, then it's like they're really a ride to die.
Yeah, exactly. We'll know next episode because that's just insane. Because you can see she's shot. This guy just got killed. Like you guys are dropping like flies at this point, and you got the power broker coming. It doesn't look good for you, my friends. It does not look good. Oh, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. But at the end of like there's supposed to be a pretty huge cameo that's coming in episode 5. Like we made some guesses before, but have you changed your mind? Like who do you think it's going to be at this point?
There's gonna be a huge cameo in episode 5.
Well, they first it's supposed to be like this real heartfelt cameo that's bring on the tears, and then there's supposed to be a big cameo. Then people are starting to kind of like I guess play it down, but yeah, I think there's supposed to be some kind of cameo coming in episode 5. The director said, like a way back in an interview.
Like, I don't know who it could be. Like I said, we said earlier, I think it was like in the first episode, where it's actually Steve Rogers, and it's like, damn, I can't trust Steve Evans in any interview whatsoever because he said he's not going to come back.
But
Only in like a very rare situation, he actually has to read the script and see like, okay, why on earth they have to bring me back? And I don't see like this is like a perfect time to bring him back yet. Like when I guess like when this whole next phase of how it's either going to end, like the next end game, that would probably be a good point to bring him back. But now it's like way too early.
the power brokers is coming, Ned. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
I'm tired of this damn Power Broker. They better reveal him in the next episode because I'm just tired of hearing Power Broker, Power Broker, Power Broker. I'm like, just reveal him already.
I think they're gonna reveal the power broker in the next episode, and I think they're also going to give us another reveal. I don't know if that reveal. I mean, it could be. I mean, it could be an old Cap. It could be Isaiah all suited up. That's going to come in and save Bucky and Sam at the last second.
So he's gonna die in the process, man.
Oh, for sure. He's dying. He's dead. He will not make it out of that. Basically, he might die getting the shield away. Like, yeah, I don't know, but at some point. I think he might make an appointment. Or, like, what if they try to do, like, some kind of crossover and they bring in, like, something we just had a WandaVision. So what if they do a crossover and we get something like a Monica Rambeau? That'd be kind of sick. Like, she comes in with her new superpowers to help something. I think that'd be kind of tight.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, Peter Griffin saying She-Hulk is one of the other ones I thought they might do, like, bring in She-Hulk for this at the end of it. Because I think she's supposed to be a lawyer. So maybe like, Sam and Bucky do something that they're going to get in trouble for, and she comes in as the lawyer to help out, and then we find out she's She-Hulk. That'd be pretty dope. Or a female Wolverine. I never heard of that. That'd be kind of crazy. Never even thought about something like that. That'd be wild, but why not? She-Hulk, why not a female Wolverine?
Yeah, we do got one. Weapon. Is it? No, it's not Weapon.
Oh, yeah, the little chick in The Last Logan. You're right.
I forgot what was her comic book name. But yeah.
It could be the power. It could be Isaiah, or Isaiah, the power broker's son, or whatever. What was his name? Elijah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, like maybe he comes in and tries to take the mantle for a minute. Because isn't he like supposed to be Captain America and the young kids, the younger ones?
Yeah, I remember seeing a photo about that.
As long as we don't give a Ralph boner, no more boners. We need a real one.
Exactly. Like, just wait till the the Multiverse of Madness from Doctor Strange. I don't want to see no more X-Men actors at all until that, because I'm just gonna be just waiting to hear another Ralph Boner line, just waiting to come out of nowhere.
Oh man. So the bikini says, I say Carly goes down next episode and we get the power broker in the finale. Could be, it could be. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think it's gonna be somebody. I think it might be old Cap, or it might be Isaiah just coming in to save the day. Because I mean, he's got to make another appearance. I think Sam's gonna go talk to him, like basically talk about, if he should take the shield or not. He's like, you should have been him. What do you think I should do? They'll have a little heart to heart, and then maybe in the end, like Sam and them will be fighting. Sam and Bucky will be fighting, trying to get the shield from Captain America, and Isaiah's gonna have to come in and save them both or something.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Sam now, because now he's truly regretting giving up that shield. Because Mommy gave up that shield, and it's in John Walker's hand, and now blood is on that damn shield. Innocent blood.
Yeah, exactly. Is that him? Is that
And
blood
it's
on
messed
Sam's
up
hand?
because he was like a fan to Captain America, and that's how you die.
Oh,
Oh my god.
most ruthless. Yeah, that was just dirty. But at the end of Endgame, Cap was supposedly Captain America took all the Infinity Stones back to their original timelines. And we all just assume that Cap has aged so much because he stayed in the past, living until now. But Bucky still looks like a very young man. And we know they don't age the same as us. So who's to say that, before Cap returned the stones, he didn't don the glove real quick and use it to snap a Tony Stark back, and maybe that's what made him age so much.
Stop. Stop, DJ. Enough. Get some sleep.
Oh, here we go. I'm telling you,
Don't
that's
do
how Tony
that.
Stark makes a comeback. Before
Don't
Cap
do
returned
it.
the stones, he gave a
Don't.
snapback. Why wouldn't he?
Don't do it. You're gonna ruin Endgame if you bring back Iron Man. If I see a Tony Stark in another movie, I think Black Widow's supposed to have like a cameo of Iron Man, but that was like within a deleted scene from Civil War. So that I'll give a pass. But no. If they bring back Iron Man, then it pretty much is an FU to Endgame, period. Like, come on now. The Eye of Iron Man is pointless. I
Hey,
cried in the movie theaters seeing that man die. And if they literally bring him back, those tears are priceless. Oh my gosh.
get him back, get him back. Hey, I'm telling you, man, when these Avengers are going broke, my man Sam can't get a loan. We got to bring back the money. We got to bring the money back. We got to snap it back. And I mean, Cap's, he's a superhero. He's a super soldier. He can take it. He's snapped it, and basically that's what did it to him. It just super aged him and made him lose a bunch of years. But it was well worth it to bring his old friend Tony back. He felt he owed it to him. Oh, that'd be amazing. Heard Tony is going AI. There you go. Maybe Tony uploaded himself into Jarvis, and basically Tony's going to be the next Jarvis. That'd be amazing. I like that idea, actually. Wasn't Bucky was supposed to put on ice after each mission? He should age normally now. Maybe, we don't know, but 106 years old. I mean, my man's looking like he's 38. I mean, that's pretty good. Not too shabby, not too shabby. How'd you like this episode compared to the rest of the series so far?
This was really a crazy episode from that ending alone. We knew eventually he would take the serum and something crazy was going to happen, but I did not expect the man to decapitate someone with that damn shield. I did not. But then the Dora Milaje fight scene, oh my gosh, that was crazy. I was not expecting that at all. I thought we were just gonna get, AOA just to confront Bucky and then go away. But I did not expect the damn fight scene at all.
That was amazing. We got reminded just how real the Dora Milaje are. You do not mess with the Dora Milaje. Oh, I absolutely love where they're going with this, though. Like they said, Tony's daughter basically puts on the helmet because, she was wearing that helmet earlier in the last one. And basically she puts on the new helmet, and instead of hearing Jarvis's voice, she hears Tony's, and her dad's like the new Jarvis for her. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. I love it. I love it. Oh, one trivia question before we're out the door. Where did Carly tell Sam to meet her? When Carly texts Sam, where did he tell her to meet her?
Don't know. Just tell me this Captain America episode.
There it
Okay,
is.
man.
Let us know down below in the comments if you know it. Where did Carly text Sam to meet her? Other than that, we want to thank everybody for coming through. Absolutely loving the Falcon Winter Soldier. Only 2 more episodes to go. Can't wait to see where it goes. I'm with you, Celebrity Bikini. I would be much happier if we got more episodes. I would have loved more episodes of WandaVision. I would love more episodes of this. I am absolutely loving what they're doing with these Marvel series. I mean, are you all up on it, fandom?
I've said it once, I say it again. We didn't want these these shows. We didn't want WandaVision. We didn't want Falcon and Winter Soldier, but we needed it. We needed it.
And now we got to have more of it. I got to have it. And I'm so looking forward to the rest of them coming in. You already know we're going to be breaking each and every one of them down as they come in. So stick with us. We'll be here every single Tuesday night, right about 6 o'clock West Coast, 9 o'clock East Coast. So I hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic week. We want to thank everybody for being here, and I hope it gets better from here on out. You guys have an amazing week, and we'll see you probably Saturday. Easy, everybody.